She's attractive, she's smart, she knows what she wants. She's every woman on the right side of 50. She's a singer, songwriter, social commentator, and all-round good gal. Rose Rees-Morgan on The Beat Goes On.
Rosie Rees-Morgan.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, Gerard. And how are you this evening?
Very good.
My word, you're looking well.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh.
Look like your rice diet is working.
Thank you, Rose. Yes, there's a little bit going on down here that shouldn't be, isn't there?
Oh, my word. Well, I tell you, all you need to do is have 2 days fasting a week.
2 days fasting a week?
Just that's all you need to do. Just have a little cracker 3 times a day and water and tea and coffee and juice 2 days a week. And I'll tell you what, you will look like my toy boy.
You mean I could look like your toy boy?
I tell you, it's taken years off him. He's trimmed his tummy down, his legs. His performance is absolutely wonderful. He has no fat on him, and he's been working away on this little fasting diet of crackers 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. Isn't that wonderful? When you have a toy boy and you're an older woman, they need to keep up with this, because the woman in her 60s at this time is almost a woman in her 40s. We are full of energy, especially with all our natural testosterone and progesterone creams that we use.
Rose, it's so wonderful. It puts you in a good mood for our
Kiwiana Dream Time. Yes. Woof, woof. What we're going to talk about today is something we probably wouldn't think about, but me coming from the farmlands and having working dogs, that we have for our Kiwiana Dreamtime Tux biscuits, that triangle yummy biscuit. Have you ever tasted one? They're actually quite nice if you're quite hungry.
Yeah.
And these arrived on the market 50 years ago. And
50 years ago we've been hearing about Tux biscuits.
now, Tiny Moore is the man's name. He wanted to up the standard of nutrition for the farm dogs, the working dogs, the sheep dogs, you know, the herding dogs. And so he got some meat and some biscuits and put a sack over it, and noticed that the dogs, he was doing experimenting, that the dogs actually gravitated towards this particular smell of biscuit type, meat type, and put it together. So in 1954, first Tux Dogs biscuits officially arrived on the market and were produced in an old Blenheim bakehouse. Tux is a derivative of dog tucker, which was a real good old Kiwi thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. What a great little, you know, your dog's hungry and, you know, you have to go to the fridge and look for something, you know, meat and that. But to be able to give the dog a biscuit, that's been wonderful, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
It saves time, and it's like, it's the McDonald's for dogs, isn't
well,
it?
it is. That's great. So I heard a story once how there was a certain man that used to eat them. Now, I knew this chap. He was nothing to do with me personally, but he used to have them in the car and used to eat them. Now, I draw the line. McDonald's, yes, but not Tux.
Well, I wonder how many people do eat them.
I have smelt them, but I haven't barked. It didn't. It didn't quite get me to barking stage.
Oh, Rose, that's wonderful. That's a genuine Kiwiana
Yes,
dream
it is.
time.
Yeah,
because
it
it's, as I say, 50 years in New Zealand, and
You look in the supermarket when you go shopping, and all you dog people, it is a pretty good stock standard, nutritious meal for your dog.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
Rose, it's now time for Birthday of the Week.
Well, birthday of the week this week is the wondrous Joan Collins. Joni.
Oh.
And of course, let's not forget her fabulous toy boy, Percy.
She must be your idol, though, Rose.
Oh, she is. Except she's been married 5 times. She's got one up on me.
How many times? Oh, one up on you,
She's
Rose.
got one up on me, and I'll admit to everyone I've been married 4 times, and I'm not ashamed of it. And it's because I'm actually a marriage celebrant, and I believe in marriage. And I like a good party as well. Oh, I did. But, you know, things have changed, and I still believe in marriage. I really, really do. But, you see, I won't take any nonsense. So if someone mucks around on me, well, that's it, married or not. You don't stay with someone, girls, if he's been unfaithful, if he gives you the bash, or anything like that. You just don't stay there, do you? So
Good advice, Rose.
Joan Collins was the same.
So we're in Gemini this week.
We are in Gemini, my time, and schizophrenia, dual personality, multiple personality syndrome. That's what we get called. We get called all these things. But at the end of the day, we are very adaptable, very intelligent, very quick-thinking people, and we blend into all different types of environments.
Well, you blended into The Beat Goes On.
Yes, look at this. Lovely, isn't it? Beautiful, Gerard. Yes. Now, Joan swings up and down. She's known as the super bitch of Dynasty, the vixen. She throws that personality of absolute glamour and class, absolute sophistication, cool elegance. Goodness sake, she's in her 70s,
yes.
and she's amazing. And Percy loves her bank account. And Joan was one of those sirens on screen that would never take her clothes off on the screen. She's quite private. She didn't give too much away. But she has that, as I said to you last week when I was dealing with Taurus, I'm a Gemini, right? I'm on the 14th of June, and let me tell you something. You don't want to piss me off, because I've got that both sides. It's like almost like Jekyll and Hyde. I can be really great, calm, everything's fabulous. But then something will go wrong and I isolate, go right back, and I'm talking honestly to you now, Geminis, and it's like you've got two swings. You've got the real cool, flowing along, and I also like my privacy, so I'm talking personally about being a Gemini. That you have ups and downs, Now I've picked one of Joan's quotes. Now listen to this. After a certain age, you get the face that you deserve. How's that? Don't you think? I think that's wonderful. After a certain age, you get the face that you deserve. Now that is a real quote from our vixen, Joan Collins.
Rose Reese Morgan.
Thank you, Gerard.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Goodbye.